Have you ever wondered why brilliant people with massive potential often end up achieving absolutely nothing, while others leap ahead? Imagine a young man named Elias. At 20 years old, his spirit overflowed with grand visions. He pictured himself as a titan of industry, managing a prosperous estate and exploring exotic corners of the globe. In his mind, he already saw the sturdy home he would construct for his aging parents, and he frequently reflected on how he would uplift the destitute in his community. Elias spoke of these aspirations with a fiery intensity, promising his neighbors that his rise to prominence was just around the corner. Yet, beneath this confident exterior, Elias harbored a paralyzing secret. A heavy cloud of lethargy dictated his every move. He habitually remained under his covers until the sun was high in the sky. Simple chores were perpetually neglected, his laundry piled into mountains, and his living space remained a chaotic wreck. Elias clung to the false belief that having a powerful vision was the only requirement for success. He assumed that merely wanting a better life would eventually manifest it. He skimmed through biographies of world-renowned leaders, but completely ignored the grueling daily grind those figures endured. This dangerous disconnect between his high hopes and low effort caused him to stumble. He watched from the sidelines as his peers made consistent progress, while he remained stagnant. His parents observed his idle patterns with a heavy heart, knowing a difficult intervention was necessary. One quiet evening, they invited him to the porch. His mother began with a voice full of warmth and concern. "A vision without a routine is like a seed in parched soil," she whispered. "If you do not provide it with daily care, the potential within simply withers away." Elias sat in silence, his attention drifting. Seeing this, his father shared a vulnerable piece of his own history. He revealed that he once harbored similar, high-reaching goals to launch a thriving local enterprise. The blueprint was flawless, but he only applied himself when he felt a sudden burst of inspiration. He frequently took days off for no valid reason. Predictably, clients grew frustrated with the inconsistent quality, and the venture collapsed before the first year ended. "A lack of structure killed my dreams," his father stated, looking him in the eyes. He used a basic agricultural metaphor. A farmer might plant the finest seeds, but if he neglects to irrigate the soil every morning, the harsh sun will incinerate the crop. This mirrors exactly what happens when you have big plans, but no daily discipline. Elias nodded, but the gravity hadn't pierced his ego yet. His mother tried a different approach. She spoke of a tiny, industrious bee aiming to store enough nectar to survive the freezing winter. It traveled from blossom to blossom every single day without fail. When storms came, the bee found a way to keep moving. Eventually, the hive overflowed because of that unwavering commitment. Consistent effort is the bridge between a fleeting wish and a reality. Without that steady pulse of work, even the most beautiful dream remains a hollow shell. Elias felt a flicker of realization, but pulled out the classic excuse, promising to reinvent himself tomorrow. Tomorrow arrived, but his behavior remained identical. Realizing words weren't enough, his mother guided him to a renowned local mentor. She explained the dilemma. Her son had the heart of a lion, but the habits of a sloth. The mentor welcomed them and listened to Elias's long-term goals. Then, he spoke with a clarity that cut through Elias's excuses. "An ambition without a schedule is like a sailing ship without any oars. It looks magnificent at the dock, but it will drift aimlessly until it crashes." He compared a person to a sapling. The tree wants to reach the clouds, but without consistent water, it stays stunted. Discipline is the water that allows you to grow tall. When Elias asked how to transform quickly, the mentor provided tactical steps. Rise before the sun every single day. Arrange your bed perfectly as your very first accomplishment to train your brain for self-governance. Finish one single task entirely before thinking about the next. Motivation is a feeling that fades, but discipline is a choice that stays. The mentor warned that procrastination is a silent thief of life. He told him to fight back by writing down a tiny list of objectives every morning. Crossing them off creates psychological momentum. Motivation is just the match that starts the fire, but discipline is the wood that keeps it burning. He gave Elias a final blueprint. Define your target clearly. Chop that target into bite-sized daily actions. Assign a specific time for those actions. Review your wins before sleep. Elias finally saw that consistency is the only way to win. He walked home with a sharp new focus. The next morning, he didn't hit snooze. He stood up, made his bed, and cleaned his environment. He went to the fields and worked with an intensity he had never known. He stopped waiting for the right feeling and just did the work. Within months, the farm transformed. His plants were vibrant and yields were record-breaking. The community noticed the change. Elias shared his journey of self-mastery with anyone who asked. He told them to start small and never break the streak. Even when a massive storm flooded his fields, he didn't quit. He worked double shifts to fix the damage. His old, lazy self was dead. He was now a man of action. Years passed, and Elias became the success he once only dreamed about. He realized that the pain of discipline is far lighter than the pain of regret. If you want to change your story like Elias did, start right now. Don't wait for a feeling. Join us at Daily Tale Dose by liking this video and subscribing for more wisdom. Your transformation begins today. Are you ready to stop making excuses?